welcome back to the journey. Welcome to this edition of the Sunday Monday vlog. Don't mind my walker. Just turned 37. Becoming a boomer. Just taking it out for a spin. Get used to being old. Like some of you fogly boomers out there. But, in all honesty, no, I'm not on a walker. I'm just screwing around a little bit. Have a little bit of fun in the beginning of this Sunday Monday vlog. So, like I said, just turned 37 this past week on the 6th. For those of you that knew, some of you don't know. Turned 37. Don't feel like a boomer. I don't feel old. Definitely don't need a walker yet. So, a lot of you, when you have your birthdays, going back to the motivation and commitment and everything I've been talking about since last year, because I really want you guys to do better. I want you guys to hit your goals. I want you guys to have goals. I want you guys to succeed. And a lot of people have their birthday and they go buy fancy dinners. They go out to the bars and drink hundreds of dollars worth of alcohol. Or you go on a week's vacation. Or go on a cruise. Or just spend your money where it doesn't help you out. So, what did I do with my birthday money that I really don't have? I went ahead, put a couple $100s on the credit card. I had that tarp, as you saw in the clip for this video, the picture of me sitting on the outhouse toilet. I bought three pressure treated 2x4s. I bought a toilet seat and 2 lag bolt things to put the seat onto the container and a sheet of 3/4 inch plywood. So, a couple $100 got me a toilet. That toilet's going to help me get moved over to the homestead, give me a little bit of comfort instead of just digging holes or defecating on the soil and then the dogs get into it or something like that. So this way now I have a bathroom. So it makes it a little bit better. So, when you have your birthday, or when you have extra money, instead of me drinking alcohol at the bar, or buying a fancy dinner, or going on a temporary cruise, I'm going to be able to use this bathroom for years and years and years. So it's kind of the gift that keeps on giving, except you keep giving to it. So that's what you might want to consider doing. You might want to consider taking your money and not wasting it, and take it and put it towards your goal. Like I've said, if you want to live at the beach, start putting money to the side to buy a beach house. If you want to live in the mountains, put money to the side to live in the mountains. If you want a homestead, put money to the side to get land to homestead, to buy fencing, to buy animals, to buy hay, grain, feeders, trailers, Anatolian shepherds, you name it. If you're a boomer, save your money up. Get you a walker. You might need it. You might already be in a walker. Talking about boomers, talking about possibly needing medical devices, if anybody sends me a message on my phone or calls me and leaves a message on my phone and I do not respond, unless I've already blocked you, because like I said, I got a bunch of drama stupid people. I've got people that are nothing but negativity, so they're blocked. They'll never get through on my phone. But one of my original subscribers that I got some goats from in Colorado way back in, I think it was 2016 or 2017 when I first got started homesteading and just started this channel, had moved to Florida and sent me a message back in January. Well, I've had somebody call that number. I never check the messages for that number because I don't normally get anything on that number because everybody calls my new number. Well, I had a text message from this family. And they're in the panhandle of Florida, and apparently back in January when the tornadoes went through, they were affected by the tornadoes and got seriously injured, hospitalized. Not sure if surgeries or not, but I heard broken ribs and things like that. So for those of you that watch this, if you would like to comment down below and just say, if you're religious, God bless you, or prayers, or I hope you feel good, or quick recovery, however you want to put it in your own terms, if you feel like doing that for one of the people that are a part of this journey. I just got the message yesterday. So this happened January 14th. They sent me a message, said they're going to miss the Sunday Monday vlog. Tornado came through and they were affected by it and seriously injured and hospitalized. So once again, if you guys see this, I hope you guys have a speedy recovery. I'm so sorry I didn't see the message before, but if anybody ever sends me a message, a card, email, letter, voicemail, and I don't respond, reach out again, because it, like that, went to something that I don't check anymore. It doesn't happen too often that I miss somebody's stuff, even on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and people comment. I always at least hit the thumbs up and the heart if you put more than just 1 or 2 words. If you just do 1 or 2 words, I only do a thumbs up. And if it's something really thoughtful, I normally comment back. I appreciate that, DT, and I'm sure they appreciate that as well. So this previous week, that happened. Like I said, my birthday had happened. You saw some different photos. I got the bathroom done. That was my birthday advancement of the homestead, getting some progress done to get me closer to moving over there. A little bit more comfort when I get moved over there. A lot of you were worried about privacy. A lot of you were worried about the views. That's why I didn't think of the views the first time. And then I put up the views the next day. However, privacy, like, then somebody responded about a drone coming in and watching me. So I'm like, if somebody wants to, thank you, DT, I appreciate that. I'm like, if somebody wants to see my PP that bad, then that drone better be hooked up with the magnifying glass. Privacy, I've got nothing but woods past the bathroom, and it's 5,000 feet to the front of the homestead. So unless somebody climbs over the brush pile fencing, over the fencing, comes through the animal area, get past the guardian dogs, and climb up a mountain to where I'm at, I don't have to worry about privacy. The views, it's a bunch of trees. It's going to be totally different views. In a few months, when all the leaves pop out, then everything's going to be covered. You won't be able to see anywhere. So I'll have even more privacy there. I went ahead. I've been clearing the solar area. That's going to take a lot longer than I thought. I thought I was going to have it knocked out in a couple weeks. It is a lot of trees. And I still need to cut more trees down. And I can't cut the other trees down because I still got all the trees that I've already dropped in the way. So, this upcoming week, and I saved the deer. For those of you that got to see the picture of the deer. That was cool. I feel bad that the deer startled with me driving down the road and ran into the fence like that. But at the same time, I got to hold the deer, pet the deer, talk to the deer, and get the deer out of the fencing. Another reason why I'm doing brush pile fencing, that will keep any deer there jump over the brush pile instead of trying to go right through the fencing. Because with that silver wire, when it's out in the open, you know, it just looks like it's free and clear. But this upcoming week, we might have some rain. We got rain right now. It's raining. They're saying possibly some snow tomorrow. It went from 60s today down to like 44 degrees in a matter of like 35 minutes. I was out doing a little bit of work this morning. Started raining. Temperature dropped. This past week was in the 70s. So this upcoming week, we got possible snow Monday, tomorrow. I had the quorum court that I got due tomorrow. And then I believe we got a chance of rain sometime this upcoming week. So I might not get as much work done this upcoming week as I did this past week, even though it feels like I haven't got much done. I didn't post photos yet, but I started the temporary garden up there by the horse trailer that you saw in the picture with the toilet, the view. Got that done. Got the toilet done. Cleared some solar area. And that's about all I did this past week. Saved deer. So this upcoming week, my goal is keep working on the solar area. For those of you wondering, I still need 4 more batteries. So that's a lot of money to get batteries. I don't have the wiring. So that's a bunch of money to buy all the wiring, the connectors, all that jazz. So I'm not going to have my solar system hooked up right away. This is why I got the inverter that's sitting there on the table, that big old silver box. I got the inverter because I need the inverter to charge the 2 batteries that I have. So what I need right now is I got to buy a generator. So my goal is by June, save up $1,000. Well, with taxes and everything, I'll probably be looking at like $1,200. But buy a large generator, not one of the small little $300 generators. I want something big that I can charge the batteries without running generator for 10 hours a day, spending all that money. This way, if I get a big generator, I can run it for, Steve said, like 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and have a full charge and be able to keep living off my batteries. The 2 batteries do just over 10,000 watts. That's what I use daily here at the restaurant, except I won't have the hot water heater. I won't have all these different lights. I won't have all the Febreze things that are plugged into the wall right there on that wooden post that make the house smell good so I don't smell dog. That's a heating element, so that will save a lot of power. So I won't be anywhere near the 10,000 watts a day anymore, but I need a generator to be able to charge for cloudy days and things like that, because I won't have, I'll have a few solar panels, but I won't be able to hook all the solar panels up till I buy the wire, get framing, get a rack built, so on and so forth. So keep clearing the solar area. I'm going to try to bounce back and forth down to the new pen area because I know I'm not going to get the solar area done. And since I don't have the money, it really doesn't quite matter, but I do want to get it cleared so I can get some pressure treated 2x4s, build a rack system, and get panels hooked up. And then whenever I have the wire, then it's just hooked the wire to them. And then later, a year, 2 years down the road, because pressure treated wood should last at least a couple years out in this weather. That gives me a couple years to buy all the metal, get it all fabricated, bolts, nuts, all that expense, and build a professional rack. And then they'll be anchored in the ground with concrete, so on and so forth, and I'll be set. So clearing the solar area, I'm going to start working down at the pen, digging holes for the H-brace posts, the 6-inch pressure treated posts that I put in to make my H-braces. I'll start string lining so I can get measurements going. And then as I get a couple posts, like I stopped here, I'm going to come 100 feet down, put in a couple pressure treated posts. As they set up, I can run a string line, run all the T-posts. As soon as these 2 are set up, then I'll run the next 100 feet, do same thing, do T-posts. So then that way all I got to do left is build the H-braces once they set up for a couple weeks, because I want the concrete really secure and with the tension. If you do it in less than a week, it cracks the concrete out, which is in the ground, but I'm trying to make the fence as strong as I can. Then after I build the H-braces, unroll all the fencing, stretch the fence, attach the fence, and then I can go 100 foot, 100 foot, 100 foot, and slowly but surely, hopefully quickly, get the fence done by May. If I don't have the fence done by May, I'm going to run into issues of buying feed again. So I don't want to be there. I want to be able to get the animals in the new pen and go from there. Couple questions I had were about the properties. Has anything sold? Do I have any interest? I've had people call about it, ask questions about it, but no, I don't have any serious people interested in any of the properties. I don't have any of them under contract or anything, so no extra money yet. I'm hoping for that. I did hear from the attorney from the 3M earplugs, and right now it's first in, first out. Whoever signed all the legal documents and all that stuff that they sent us over the military hearing earplug case against 3M. For those of you that don't know about this, I was one of the lucky, unfortunate soldiers that got defective earplugs in my military training shooting machine guns, grenade launchers, hand grenades, and everything else. And the hearing plugs didn't work. So I'm part of that big settlement case because there's only certain bases, certain years I got those earplugs, and I just so happened to be the right year, the right base, wrong place at the wrong time, right place, right time, whatever. However you want to put it. And the lawyer said I'm looking at December. Around the second week of December, I'm scheduled to finally get paid from that. It's only like $10,000, and then they take their lawyer fees and the court fees. You know, the person that gets hurt and injured, the courts make the money, the lawyers make the money, and the victims just get re-victimized. So my thought is maybe $4,000. So, of course, that's December. So now I gotta wait this whole year yet again. Fingers crossed that it comes in December. Who knows? It could be another year. The way this case been going, it's been going for like 6 years or something. But if I do get 4,000 or 5,000 or whatever it turns out to be, then that just gives me a little bit more. I'll be buying the solar batteries, or I'll be putting it into something else for the homestead. Anything to get me moved forward, closer to being on the homestead permanently, and then get out of the restaurant here. Also this week, I might dive into the shed, tiny home, a little bit. I've been pushing it off because to get all the tools back out, to get all the materials out the shed, it's just a lot of work to even get started to working. And then if it rains, then I got to get everything put back in the shed. So I might do a little bit of shed this week. I don't know. Most likely it's just probably going to be the clearing the trees and brush pile fencing in the solar area up by the shed, and concreting fence posts to get the pen done, the second pen done. I'm not even halfway done. I have to finish fencing down Gregory Lane, which I have, I think, another 300 or 400 feet down Gregory Lane. Then I have all of today's Homesteader Lane down to Purdom Lane. I have not done a single thing there. And then Purdom Lane, I still have 1,200 to 2,000 feet of fencing to do there to finish the second pen. Now, I know I had talked about last year that I was going to cut the second pen in half, but because I got the house in Marshall sold last year, then I took most of that money and bought all the fencing. I bought the several truckloads and trailer loads of fencing that everybody saw, because if I cut it in half, then I'm not getting as much new space for the animals, so I wanted to go ahead and push it. So it's going to be a push to get it done by May. I might have to have some of my boomers out there, you know, flying from Georgia or Massachusetts and do some fencing. But most likely it's just going to be me. The dogs are going to supervise. That's all they're good at doing. They're just laying there supervising the video chat. And that's pretty much it. So I don't have any topics for this week. Nobody's giving me any topics they want me to cover. I don't have anything big going on right now. It's just a steady grind of getting things taken care of, making forward progress on the homestead, quorum court tomorrow, and whenever I get the opportunity to get the generator, get the materials to finish inside the shed. I got to finish skirting the shed. I got to put the dog pen up around the shed. I got a coffee right here, DT. It's still 3/4 full because I'm not taking coffee breaks. I'm talking. But I've got a lot to do before I get to shed. I know everybody's asking when I'm getting moved over there because they want to see more live streams. They want to see more of the homestead with me on the homestead and things like that. It's just, when it's one person, cheers DT, when it's just one person and you don't have a wife and a bunch of kids to help with work, like a lot of the homesteading channels, it's only one one person making the progress. So I'm doing what I can with what time I can with when I'm able to do something. Yesterday, I came home, had lunch, sat down on a couch, popped a bunch of ibuprofens, and I passed out for like 2.5 hours. So, wish I wouldn't have fallen asleep because then I could have got some more work done. But my back and my neck was in pain, and that's what happens. I work too much, and then I just pass out, and that's that. I've had a couple days this past week doing that, but things got to get done. So if I don't push myself to do it, it's never going to get done. If I push too far and I croak over, well, then I don't have to get it done anyhow. So it's a win-win either way. So I'm just going to keep pushing forward. Like you saw in the beginning of the video, I got the trusty walker if I need to. Not like I'm a boomer or nothing. But yeah, so it's been a great week. It's been a beautiful week. 76 multiple days, beautiful sunshine. Been able to work out. I'm at the point that I'm ready to start wearing shorts again. I did go to Tractor Supply and put a pair of shoes on my credit card because I'm going to stop wearing the cowboy boots because when I'm sweating during the summer and when it's hot, when I'm out there doing work, the boots rub my shins raw. So I got low-cut shoes. Well, thank you, DT. And I'm about ready to get back into shorts, shoes, sunbathing. I took the benches from here out there this winter. I haven't got a sitting area set up, but I want to set that up. I want to get a lounge chair eventually. I want to build a fire pit up there. There's a million things I want to do. A million irons cooking in the fire. And you can see I keep that fire nice and hot. It's gotta help me iron those fire, or help me fire the irons to get them hot enough to hammer them out and create what I want. It's just not enough time, not enough money, and only one person. So with that, I hope everybody had a great week. I hope everybody has a great upcoming week. If you have a birthday coming up, think about what I said in the beginning. Put that money towards something that benefits you in the long term, not a temporary drunk or temporary vacation or food or something like that. Do something that's going to keep paying it forward to you. So with that, have a great upcoming week. I'll see you guys on next video. Maybe I'll have some surprises coming up. I have no idea. Just like the deer, had no idea that was going to happen. That was neat. And with that, remember, live happy, live free. That's the only way to be. I'll see you guys on next video.